Couple weeks in the books now, I guess. Progress have you seen? From
Absolutely, absolutely. My guys are playing again with a lot of energy. They're competing, and again, we're getting better, consistent reps by both teams. Thing I'm excited about is how guys bounce back when things don't go their way. And guys will bounce back and make a play, and that's good to see out of our football team.
I think you can talk about maybe the addition of a quarterback to the team now.
Mm-hmm.
What will Alex Hornibrook bring to this team, and how will it just help you guys in terms of being another capable arm at practice?
Well, I think it goes back to what I've been preaching from day one is in order for us to be back to Florida State and how we wanted to be, we got to make sure we have competitive depth at every position, and it allow us to have competitive depth at the quarterback position, and as you come in and compete with James, and just like at every other position we have some depth now, and that's really good to have competitive depth. And you have a guy that's played. He's played a lot of games. He's played in big games, and he's won big games, so that helps.
How difficult is it to bring in a guy, let him know that he's got a shot at it, but then also not scare a guy like James from the fact that there's somebody going to push him?
Well, I don't think James came here to be afraid of competition, and I don't think you come to Florida State to be afraid of competition. I think when you come to a school like this, you know there's going to be competition, and that's what you want to be a part of. And I think that's why James came to Florida State, and knowing that he was going to compete, it was going to make him better, and it's going to allow him to be the best, and knowing if he's the guy, he's competed against some really good guys and beat out some really good guys.
Willie ran more of a pro-style offense at Wisconsin, but what are some of the things about his skill set that you think would translate to your offense?
He can throw the football, and the thing I like about it, he has a coach here who's used different kind of quarterbacks. He used guys that not necessarily a dual threat, but that are pocket guys, and also use dual threat guys. So I think with our system and what we're doing, it doesn't matter whether you're a pro style or a dual threat. You should be able to operate our system if you're smart and you can throw the football.
We've got Levante. We've kind of heard about what he's done in his on the field this spring. How's he been as a leader of the defense?
Well, I think Levante just leading by example. Just going out and doing what he's supposed to do. I think he's excited about playing back there now, and he's been making plays and back at the position, and probably more plays than he's made at the cornerback position, and he's really excited about doing that, and he's still learning it too. So I don't see him being as vocal. And I don't think he necessarily needs to be as vocal. And I think with him playing a new position, he's trying to learn that position and master all the things that he needs to do out of it.
We talked to Chaz Neal a little bit. How's he been as a guy? It seems like he's made a lot of progress in the short time he's been here.
He has. Started off a little slow, kind of like some freshmen. And again, Chaz was a lot smaller last year and was trying to figure it out. And especially playing on the O-line, you got to figure it out pretty fast. And he did. I thought the latter part of the last season, he really started to come in his own and started to figure it out. And he became a lot more physical than what he was. And this offseason, he put in a lot of work to gain some weight and get stronger, and it's paying off for him now. But again, he's a kid that's comfortable now and understand what we're doing. And when you can be comfortable with what we're doing, don't have to think, then you can play football a little better than when you're thinking so much. And we're seeing him improving because he's not thinking as much.
Talked about how you're impressed with the way Xavier Peters just talked to us. How impressed are you with the way he's been able to play so far, and the young defensive ends like him and Dennis Briggs?
Well, been impressed with Xavier from the first time we saw him on recruiting film. He made plays. He was an exciting kid to watch, and he's been that way ever since he's been here. He goes out there, and every practice he don't take a play off. The kid make plays. Sometimes he makes plays. He's not where he's supposed to be, but he still make plays, and sometimes it's hard coaching guys like that at times, but the good thing about it, he plays with fanatical effort, and when he does do something wrong, he don't give up on the play, continue to go, and a lot of times he makes a play because of that. But he's growing up, he's getting confident in what he's doing and knowing his assignment, and because the kid plays with fanatical effort, he makes unbelievable plays all the time, and you love seeing those kind of guys out on the football field, especially on the defense side of the ball.
I don't know if it feels daunting for them to have to replace a guy like Brian Burns, but do you feel like Dennis and Xavier can both help fill that void?
They're going to have to. We find ways. If we can't get to the quarterback like Brian did, we find different ways to get there. But I think X will do a great job. I think he's going to be a really good edge rusher for us. And again, the kid played with fanatical effort. You don't see many playing with that kind of effort, and I think he's going to make plays because of that.
Brady Scott's played all over the line during his time here. I think he's at guard now. What is it about his skill set that makes him so able to play at really wherever you need him to be?
Well, I think one, he's a smart young man, and that's huge being up front. I think if you're not smart, it's hard to play different positions. He's smart, and he's a tough kid, and it's really important to him, you know. And so it's not, no matter where you put him at, he want to make coach happy, he want to impress coach, and he's willing to go there. And he's another young man that's put the work in this offseason and picking up some weight and getting stronger, which last year that probably hurt him more than anything. He just wasn't ready from a physical standpoint, you know, and now he's gotten stronger, and he's more comfortable and confident in what he's doing, and it's showing in our football team. And with Brady, one thing I'm excited about with him is his leadership and how vocal he's been, and that's been good to see.
Coach, what are you looking for in that first scrimmage?
Some guys making plays, you know, guys going out and make plays the right way. I want to see a disciplined football team and being where we're supposed to be, and then making the plays once we get there. You know, I think that's what it comes down to now. We've had some practices to prepare for this scrimmage, and now we want to see our guys go out there and execute with no coaches on the field, and where they have to communicate and see where our guys are from that standpoint.
Has Fabian Johnson become more consistent as a snapper, and also is he asserting himself as a leader that you want to see?
Yeah, I tell you what, he's been different. I mean, he's been very excited. I haven't seen a frown on his face this entire offseason, and I think he's a guy that understands this is his time now, and he's getting himself in position to where he can take advantage of this opportunity that's in front of him. And I mean, practice-wise, he's getting after it. He's excited. He's another guy that I can applaud for his leadership and just hear him being vocal and what we need up front. But I think, again, the center position starts it all, and he's doing a really good job for us right now.
When a guy leaves the program like Baselli did and then wants to come back, how does that process go, and what have you seen from him this spring?
Well, I think when Baselli left the program, he left in good terms, you know, and then he left and he came back and wanted to come back and paying his own way to be back. You know, that says a lot about an individual, and he wanted to pay his own way to be back on this football team, and he left in good terms. So we allowed him to come back out and work, and he's been very excited, and I've been excited about having him. He's doing some good things for us in there.
How have you seen some of the true freshmen handle their first taste of college football, and how have you seen that develop over the last 5-10 years of guys being even more prepared than they used to be?
Well, I think now they just play football year-round now, so guys are they're more developed than what they've been in the past because they're playing ball so much, and that's allowing guys to come in and be ready to play as a freshman. And I think when you get kids coming in the springtime and getting in the weight room with our coaches and being around our team, when it comes to football, it's not a lot of thinking. And with these guys coming in early, it helps them get adjusted to school and their teammates, and those things they don't have to do in the fall, you know, so they can come and learn the system and not have to worry about learning a lot of other things. And it's helping tremendously. And then there's some guys they're just talented enough to do it. Some aren't, and some of them are, and some of them are smart enough to be able to do it too. And I think that's important to understand your playbook and where you're supposed to be.
Do you want the guys to stay dialed in next week, or just kind of get away from ball and just be kids and enjoy spring break?
Well, I always want our guys to be dialed in. As soon as you're not dialed in, that's when you slip up, whether it's playing ball or in life. You know, so we want them to be dialed in everything they're doing and their surroundings, and just be smart and be safe. And like I always tell our guys, we all understand when trouble's coming and get away, leave, walk, be tough enough to walk away. You know, so I want our guys to be smart and don't spring break too much, because we have practice when you get back. So we need to make sure we finish where we started, where we left off when they come back, and they will.